I'm a maniac, go crazy for the cash. Green Lamborghini, paper tag.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video of mine. And today I'm going to be showing y'all how to get dark matter. And if you want to see how to get dark matter really easily, just like and subscribe to this video, please. And that's all you have to do. It would help out the best. Let's get right into it. Okay, we're going to start off with the ICR. And on the ICR, I would run any optic you want, but I prefer reflex. And then grip 1, grip 2, and FMJ. This is gonna destroy the armor really fast, and you just no recoil whatsoever. You probably already know that. And for the gear, either equipment charge or body armor. I prefer body armor, so I'm gonna roll with that in this demonstration. And also the gear and all the perks are gonna be the same throughout the whole entire video. So for perk 1, either engineer or scavenger. I'm gonna put engineer on. For perk 2, lightweight or dexterity. I prefer lightweight, so I'm gonna throw lightweight on. And for perk 3, either ghost or dead silence, so you can sneak around. Now I'm going to start with the rampart. The rampart's fairly easy. All you need is your choice of optic, which I prefer reflex, high cal 1, high cal 2, and grip. That's going to be fairly easy because obviously high cal you get headshots and body damage. So yeah, let's move to the next gun. Okay, I'm gonna move to the KN. KN's fairly easy as well. All the ARs are pretty easy. So either which optic you want to choose. I prefer reflex or ELO. Those are the two easy ones. And then I'm gonna put grip, stock, and your choice of hybrid mags or extended mags. I'd prefer extended mags because you get those extra 10 bullets instead of you get the extra 20 instead of the 10. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Vapor. Vapor's pretty easy as well. For this one, reflex or ELO. I prefer ELO on this one. This is the only gun I prefer ELO on. And then we're gonna put high cal, long barrel, and stock. This is going to allow us to get headshots very easily. Now we move on to the Maddox. Maddox is pretty easy as well. So first we're going to put on reflex or ELO. I'm going to prefer reflex on this one. Stock, quick draw, and fast mags. Okay, headshots are fairly simple. All you have to do is obviously just aim for the head. But my trick is aim for their chest and then pull up slowly, because if you aim for their head, you'll get scared and you'll like jiggle everywhere. Oh, you see? You don't get it all the time, but you get it most of the time. It's a fairly simple process. It works the best for me. Okay, now we move on to the rampart. The rampart's fairly simple. Basically just aim for the head because you have high cal, and don't aim for the chest like the ICR, because on the ICR there's it doesn't have the special perk where it does more damage from the chest up like this one does. So yeah, that's my tip for the rampart. Okay, now we move on to the KN. KN is just like the ICR. You're gonna aim for the above chest, and you're gonna slowly move your gun up. It's simple, but it just has to take some getting used to because it's not like any other COD. The recoil actually exists in this game. Okay, now we move on to the Vapor. The Vapor is just like the KN, and
Recon kill.
the ICR. It's just aim for the chest and go up. Aim for the chest and pull up. You just gotta get used to the guns and how they feel before you do. Okay, now we move on to the Maddox. Maddox is simple as well. You aim for the chest and you pull up. This one you don't have to pull up so bad because it has very bad recoil. It goes up by itself. And yeah, just you gotta get used to it. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the SMG category. MX9, put on reflex or elo. Hybrid mags, high cal, and either long barrel or FMJ. It's up to you. I prefer long barrel so you can get those extra shots in and at the distance. And yeah, I think we're done with the MX9. Now we're going to move on to the GKS. The GKS is fairly easy as well. Either, well, reflex. That's what I prefer. I prefer grip 1. And then long barrel. And then long barrel 2. That allows you to hit your shots faster and you have no recoil. Alright, now we're going to start up with the Spitfire. Spitfire is probably one of the hardest weapons to get headshots with because of just its fire rate. It's crazy. So, I wouldn't put an optic on, so you can sub in anything you want for this class. So, for your attachments, extended mags, FMJ, and stock. That's going to allow you to just run around, dominate. Now we're going to look at the Cordite. The Cordite was also a very hard one for me because of how it jumps and all that. So Elo's best sight you can put on this, hands down. We're gonna put on extended mags, long barrel, and grip. That's an overpowered class setup even in regular core. Anywhere. It's just gonna dominate the floor, destroy. Now we're going to move on to the SOG. The SOG is probably the most overpowered gun in the game at this moment. So first, I'm gonna run stock 1, stock 2. That's just so you can peek around corners and do like crazy stuff with it. And then grip. You can dominate with this gun, even not even going for headshots. You can still dominate. This is an amazing class setup. Okay, so MX9 is fairly easy. You just all SMGs you want to get close on, and it shreds once you get really close. You can also use far range, like you can use long range, but I prefer really close. And at far range, if you're using any SMG, tap it like this. That's gonna allow you to get basically your full power. Now, the GKS. The GKS is amazing. It's amazing. Just hands down, probably the best gun right now, besides the SOG. And this one, you don't have to tap as much as you want to. Like, you don't have to tap, like I told you to do with like the MX9 and all that. But I prefer just like burst it. And it's also good for going up close, like really close, like I can hit my shots. Jeez. But yeah, I prefer just okay. Now the Spitfire. Spitfire is hardest, probably the hardest one to get headshots with, just because of how fast the fire rate is. I prefer to run like, I'd say hardcore, but not, I don't know. I would say prefer just regular core. No, hardcore. Yeah, hardcore. Because you can just go up and just basically one tap them in the head, and you don't have to worry about like, since it like jiggles back and forth, you don't have to worry about like accidentally like not getting the headshot. You can just go for the straight headshot, one bullet, dead. Okay, now for the cordite. The cordite, it jumps like really hard. He's sitting behind it.
Stocking up some kills.
He's sitting behind it there.
Enemy barricade eliminated.
So yeah, for the cordite, spray and pray. That's all I can say. Just get close up on him, like the Spitfire, and just spray and pray. Because you can't do long range with this gun. You can only do right up on them. Okay, moving on to the most easiest gun to get headshots with. This gun is hands down the best SMG you can get. Just get up in their face and just destroy them. And with a sight, you can usually pull those long range shots. And it just calls for a good. Okay, now we're going to start off with tactical rifles. Tactical rifles are pretty easy. On the auger, I prefer reflex because a lot of people run and gun with reflex. It's pretty good. High cal, do not put high cal 2 on. Put long barrel and FMJ. That's a pretty good class setup for getting headshots. Now we're going to move on to the ABR. ABR is going to be reflex or elo. I like reflex on this. Grip, extended mags, and stock or quick draw. I prefer stock just because it's a little bit better than quick draw, because quick draw only allows you to aim in. Now we're going to do the swordfish. The swordfish is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to put reflex, put hybrid mags, and put high cal. And you're going to delete the primary gunfighter, and you're going to put on primary operator mod. And you're going to clear out your body armor, or whatever your gear is, and you're going to put on pentaburst. This is just going to destroy, and it's going to be easy for headshots. Fish is going to go first. The swordfish, just aim at the head. It's one burst to the head. That's why I told you, use pentaburst. Pentaburst is going to save your life. Well, that wasn't a good demonstration right there. But yeah, it's either one tap, and if you miss some, then it's going to be 2 tap. Yeah, I know. We're going in backwards. But yeah, now the ABR. ABR is just like the swordfish. It's always going to be one burst to the head. So yeah, just aim straight for the head, and if you miss, you miss. We all have mistakes. Like that right there. Otherwise, okay, last but not least, we are moving on to the auger. This, one shot to the head. Oh. But yeah, it's easier to spam it, just running gun with it. So, like, watch, ready? Bam, done. Okay, now we're going to move on to LMGs. First off with the Titan. The Titan, I'm gonna run either thermal or reflex. FMJ1, FMJ2, and extended mags. That's just gonna be a beefy build. It's gonna destroy through armor, and you're just gonna spray. Now we move on to the Hades. Hades is more of a run and gun kind of situation. So I'm gonna throw on reflex because it's the first optic you get, so it's gonna be easier to start off with headshots. And I'm gonna put on foregrip, FMJ, and your choice between hybrid mags or rapid fire. I'm gonna put on hybrid mags so you can just have a lot more ammo. Now we're gonna go to the VKM. The VKM is so good. People hate on it, and I prefer reflex. Reflex is the best sight on this weapon. Then I'm gonna put high cal, I'm gonna put extended mags, and I'm gonna put grip. That way you can get headshots, you get the steady grip, which is steady grip. It's gonna be able to, so you don't have to aim in. We're also starting backwards with the LMGs. Okay, so first of all, the VKM. It shoots slow, but it's powerful. It packs a punch. So this one, you're gonna aim for the body and then pull up a little bit, like I told you with the ARs. Okay, now with the Hades. Hades is amazing. Probably one of the best SMG or LMGs you can get because of just how good it is with movement, how good it is with reloading, everything. So this one, you're just gonna treat it like regular headshots. It's just gonna go for headshots. Just
crash drop.
aim as high as you can and try to keep it as steady as you can. Now we do the Titan. Titan has gotten a bunch of nerfs lately just because of how good it's been. So my personal preference is just like the Hades. It's just go straight for the head because that's your best option. But back in its prime time, it used to just one-shot headshots basically. It would laser through you. And yeah, that's my best tip for the Titan. Okay, now we move on to snipers. Snipers, it takes a little bit of skill and a little bit of patience as well as time, because you'll get frustrated and you just need to take a break. That's my biggest tip, is take a break. It's not a game tip, it's an actual like mental tip, because this is what caused me to go through a controller or two. Okay, for the Paladin, probably the second easiest sniper, you're gonna run high cal and high cal 2. The third attachment is up to y'all. Either I'd pick stabilizer, stabilizer or sight reloader. Okay, just because I like the little cup on the scope, so I'm gonna go with stabilizer for this demonstration. Now we're going to show you the Outlaw. The Outlaw, it's gonna suck at first, but it's gonna be the best gun you use after, cause trust me, probably one of the best snipers, easiest sniper. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Put reflex, put rapid fire, and then put high cal, and then this one's up to you, either grip, hybrid mags, or stabilizer. I prefer grip just because it's grip. Now we're gonna move on to the SDM, probably the third easiest, obviously. Yeah, I paused there. This one, it's gonna be weird, but put on holographic, put on grip 1, put on high cal, and then put on stabilizer. Now we move on to the Koshka. Worst sniper in the game, in my opinion. This one, you're gonna put on, matter of fact, we're gonna take off primary gunfighter. This is the second gun you do it for. And then you're gonna put on Sterilock. Yeah, that's how you say it. And then you're gonna put on high cal and FMJ. That's so that you're destined to get a one-shot kill, and it's like way better whenever you aim down sights. Great. Okay, so for this one, if you like the quick scope, just quick scope, but I wouldn't prefer it because you won't hit most of your shots unless you're like amazing, and I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you're amazing. So yeah, this is, and you can also hip fire with it. Okay, now we move on to the Paladin. The Paladin's the same as the Koshka. You just want a quick scope with it because it's a one-shot kill, but you can also aim in like hard scope, which is also a very good alternative. And whenever you're trying to go for bloodthirsties with these bolt action snipers, I would usually I would stay back and I would play it as safe as you can. Do not rush. Stay planted at one spot like this right here. Wow. You're just gonna sit here and you're gonna play it as safe as possible. And you're not gonna move unless you absolutely need to, or if someone comes up behind you. And it's better to do it with a friend, because with a friend you can tell him watch your back, and most of the time he'll watch your back and he'll help you, and then you could just do the favor back to him. So now, okay, the outlaw, simple enough. If you can't get one shots in core, then the other alternative is playing hardcore, and it's usually good. But the thing you want to do, the trick for the outlaw, is aim for the chest. Aim for a headshot, basically. That's your best bet. Cause just treat it like an treat it like the auger. You just spam the trigger and you go for headshots. And that's it.
They're gone.
Now we move on to the SDM. The SDM, it's a pain, and you have to get used to it. So it's just like, treat it just like the auger. Same way an auger would be treated. Just go for headshots and spam. Spray and pray, basically. And you can sit back because it has really good range. And it's, with the high cal, you can get one-shot headshots. So it's pretty good. And yeah. Now I'm gonna move on to some pretty good tips and tricks. Guns, you're gonna want to go for long shots, right? So you're going for long shots on jungle, which is like, you better hope that you get jungle, because if you get jungle, it's the best thing that can ever happen to you. But you barely find jungle, okay? So if you spawn on this side, you're gonna want to run up these stairs, take a left. You're gonna want to run up those stairs. As I do so, you want to take a left, and then right here, there's gonna be, if I keep dying, you're gonna take a left, and right there, there's gonna be a ledge. You can jump into it, and this spot's it's not very noticeable, but these long shots right here, this is where this cliff is, and if you run thermal, bang, 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 dead, okay? Okay, so we're gonna get up here, and you see this right here? That's where we were just at. We came across this way, we ran behind, and we came up here, and yeah, that's a long shot. Or you can play, because people don't know about that spot, so people won't go there very often, but you'll get people that run across here, and you can usually like shoot them as fast as you can. And yeah, that's my biggest trick for long shots. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are all my tips and tricks I could show you for today. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And also, smash that like button if you want to see part 2 for secondaries. And I hope y'all had a good day. Peace!
I'm a maniac, go crazy for the cash. Green Lamborghini, paper tag.